47. This is Diana from Agency. We've been monitoring the small tracking device in the late Hayamoto Jr. We managed to track down Hayamoto Sr. thanks to your fine work. We're quite excited since Hayamoto hasn't been registered in public for more than 15 years. He emerged at one of his castles in central Japan. This makes it a very tricky assignment. You must make your way through some very tough security and bypass a lot of electronic surveillance in order to access the castle undetected. You might need to take out the power grids to the alarm units. The whole area is studded with tripwires, guards, substations, alarm units, guard towers, etc. Strategic planning is extremely important. All their systems are on high alert, so consider your moves in there. Your equipment is hidden in a truck just outside the entry gates. When you get the equipment, we'll brief you on the position of alarm units as well as guard movements. 47, I repeat, find the truck with equipment, wait for our briefing, get to the castle undetected, and take out the castle alarm before entering.
What's up, ladies and gents? I'm your host, Sinistrainer1. Welcome back to more Hitman 2 Silent Assassin HD walkthrough. Of course, this is mission number 8 at the gates, a fairly easy mission. However, we're going to have to, it's a little bit tricky to get by this in a certain way, so I'm going to try to guide you step by step on how I like to do it. So as soon as we're going to start out here, we're going to just run straight forward. It's a good thing we have the crossbow because we're going to have to take out one of these soldiers. So get a nice, good headshot. It is a long distance target, so try to aim a little bit above the head and to the right because of the wind, and then you should be able to get that headshot on the first time. Now, we're going to be rushing through here because the pattern that I got figured out pretty much just means you get to go straight through, and if you do it the right timing correctly, then you'll not have to worry about all the guards that are down actually to the left. But it's fairly simple to do as long as you get the timing down and stuff like that. So we're going to unfortunately have to take his uniform. That's pretty much the only way you're going to be able to get by this stuff unless you want to kill pretty much like every guard, and we don't want to do that. So go ahead and take his uniform and just keep going. If you see this guard on the left here, that means you're making good progress. If you do not see that guard on the left, then the timing is going to be off. The reason I'm saying this is there's two guards down on the bottom right below me, and they're going to intersect. They're pretty much going to take each other's spots and go the opposite directions. So the only way you're going to be able to get by these guards without them wanting to come and check your ID is if you go at that exact point right there in between these trees, and it's going to like kind of mask where you are, because if anyone sees you, automatically they check for your ID, and that usually means it's pretty much game over from that point.
47, we have the position on the central alarm grid. Check out your map. Be careful.
Alright, so this is a long trek. We're going to make it our way over to this one of the security things that we have to take down. Now, this guard can be pretty funny to kind of watch. He, I think, he's the best AI guard I've ever seen in my life. I don't know how many times I tried to figure a way to not take him out. I pretty much figured a way, so I'm not going to actually take him out. I'm not going to mess with him whatsoever. But the first thing you want to do is you want to wait right here, because if you get any closer than this point, he will see you, and he'll come running and try to check your ID. But if you just run, make sure that this little kind of fence is in between you when he turns around. It actually stops what he's planning on doing, and he turns back around and he starts his patrol route on the other side. So you get to shave off a few seconds of time so he doesn't have to go all the way down and then all the way back up. So really you just want to follow him as close as you can. There's no point in getting too close, but you want to be close enough to where when he is about ready to turn around, you can make the corner to the left. He'll do one last look to the left, and then he'll pretty much turn around. Now here, as soon as you open the door, just start running. The fence masks your movement.
However, there's at least one more unit as far as we can see from the satellite link. Check out your map before going any further, 47.
Now what can screw it up is if you do not get back in time for that door. If the door shuts on you before you can get out, then he will see you. But the door to the fence, actually, he cannot see you for some reason through the fence. It's just the way the game is programmed, I guess. But it's a little bit of an exploit, but it's an easy one to get by. Now, we could also go back around the guard the other way. However, it is very tricky to do, and it might take you hundreds of times before you can actually get the right timing. So I prefer to go this way, because then I can show you guys some extra cool stuff. And you'll notice that there was a guard walking towards the direction of where we were, so we're not going to go that way just yet. I wanted to show you that if you, say, wanted to go this way, that it's pretty much not going to happen. There's about 6 guards up here patrolling, and if you go through the walkway down below, they're automatically going to start shooting at you. So We've diverted enough attention, waited for that guard, so we should be clear. That means we can just start running. I usually like to do it so I don't have to walk too slow, but he's already heading in the other direction, which means we're good to go. Just stick as close to the wall as possible, and he should never see you. Now, there's another room that you can enter up here. It'll take you to where you want to go. However, I find that there's kind of a little bit of a glitch. There's no guards around. However, when you get to the rooftop, it automatically says there's a guard sees you and it's an alert. So I don't recommend going that way. I just recommend going this way, as it'll prove to be a little bit easier, but it might take a few seconds longer. As you can see, there's a couple of guards down there, so try to time your movements. Make sure none of them are looking in your direction. Only run when you feel it is absolutely necessary, especially when you get around the corner. It can be a little difficult. As you can see, this guard here almost turned around to walk back the other way. So take it slow, and then as soon as you get down to this little point here, you do run the risk of being caught, so it is definitely watch out and make sure there are no guards looking exactly in your direction. But sometimes you'll get the little meter pop up, and you never know what happens. See, it kind of popped up a little bit, but we made it. As soon as you get around this corner, go ahead and get down, because you're going to see, you'll hear the door, so that's a nice cue, but there's going to be a guard moving to the left. You want the guard moving to the left. He just passed. If he's moving to the right, then you're going to have to wait even longer, but if you've timed everything the way that I have, then you should never have to wait. Everything is kind of perfectly timed, so that the guards are in the right position where I want them. So here, do not run. I repeat, do not run. If you run, this guard that's up ahead will actually turn around. He's facing a window right now, but he'll turn around and he'll look in your direction. And if he does that, it makes it impossible to get through this door without the guard trying to come and check your ID. Now, you can still get through it without him actually kind of messing with you if you go through the door fast enough, but we want to do this without any guard seeing us, period. So that's the kind of the best way that I figured out to do this. Don't worry about the sniper up here. The reason is because we are in a disguise, so you're kind of covered pretty much on that front. However, we do have a crossbow in our hand, which is pretty funny. Go ahead and get this.
Well done, 47. You just need to take out one more unit for safe passage to the castle. However, we don't know where it's hidden. It's not marked on any map and not detected by satellite. You're on your own on this one, 47. Take care.
Now you'll see the door just opened, so I didn't know when he was going to come out, so it's very tricky to time it. But just sit back there and wait, because that guard that was downstairs, the one that moved right to left, he will be coming through that door, so definitely wait. You don't want to ruin it this late in the game, because you're so close to being done, and that would have pretty much made you have to restart. Remember, on professional, there are no saves, so this is always going to be a complete first time go run through of the level. Like, not a first time go, but just going straight through it. Here, you want to wait till you get about to this little, whatever you want to call it, thing right there, and then start running. Make sure you stick to the left side, as there are guards in these rooms, and they will be able to hear you sometimes. So, and that's pretty much it. All we got is one more guard to worry about. Now, if you've timed everything correctly, you can actually walk out right now and just start walking to the left. However, I don't want to just walk. I want to be able to run. So I'm going to wait just a little bit longer until I actually see the guard that's kind of patrolling this area. There he is right there. So as soon as you see him, that means you can actually start running without the fear of him turning around and catching you. And this is actually where I showed you that little door when you're running around the building. This is where you would actually be. But when we go through it this way, nobody catches us and we're good to go. Alright, so let's see how we did. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, there you go. Silent Assassin, professional difficulty, 7 minutes, 15 seconds. Yes, we did have to kill someone. That's because I don't have any of the anesthetics left, so I can't not knock out anyone, and of course he can't use his arms. So, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.